Going into this year's draft, a lot of people say you should not draft a quarterback if you need a quarterback this year because this will be one of the weaker quarterback draft classes. But each year teams need quarterbacks. So here's the list of the 2022 quarterback draft classes. Now, three of the quarterbacks that was drafted to the team's 2022 draft classes are already found new homes. They were already traded to the teams they were drafted to. Desmond Ridder, was drafted to the Atlanta Falcons. He's already traded. Sam Howell, he was drafted to the Washington Commanders. He's traded. Kenny Pickett to the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's traded. Some of these quarterbacks, a lot of them had starting, experience. They got in the lineup, for a few games or whatnot. Things didn't work out. I know Skylar Thompson, he played in a playoff game for the Miami Dolphins. Malik Willis, he had a few starts with the Tennessee Titans. In and out of the lineup, had some starts, but didn't do, what he had to do to keep the job. So he was benched. They drafted Will Levis. Now they brought in Mason Rudolph in free agency. So he may beat out Malik Willis for that second slot. Who knows? Bailey Zappi, he was in a starting lineup when Mac Jones was benched in New England, So now that they have a high pick, the Bailey Zappi era, if it even started in New England, is over because they're probably going to give it to the rookie. Matt Corral, don't know his situation. Don't even know if he's still in the league. I don't know if he had any starting time or anything like that. Like I said, Desmond Ridder, he was drafted to the Atlanta Falcons. He had some starting time. He was in the lineup, didn't do too good. So he was benched. Kenny Pickett, Pittsburgh Steelers, got in the lineup. Mitchell Trubisky started it off, but 3 games in, Pittsburgh Steelers gave him gave him the ball, and things didn't work out. Injuries, he was in and out of the lineup, but when he was healthy, fresh, ready to get in off the ankle surgery, it was just about too late. Russell Wilson came into the fold, and that didn't sit too well, so he got traded. So Sam Howell is unique situation. I think Sam Howell got some talent. His situation is just the change of guards. They have a new regime, new coaching staff, and normally when you get that and you have a high pick, they have the number 2 pick, I believe. So they're probably going to go after one of those quarterbacks. This is a deep quarterback draft, so they're probably going to get Caleb Williams is probably going to go to Chicago, so they may end up getting Drake May or, one of those guys. And we leave the guy that saved the draft class, the last pick of the draft, Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, who is very relevant, these days, leading his team to the Super Bowl. He got better every year. If you look at it, every year he got better. He proved people wrong. Was he a system quarterback and things like that? Shanahan is the man and Brock is just running it. But he proved that he's just more than a system guy. Like I said, leading his team to the Super Bowl. And if you look at it, the Super Bowl, man, he had his team in position to win the game. When Brock Purdy left the field, his team was up. He don't play defense, so he only controlled what he could control, and he put his team in position to win, the Super Bowl. Things didn't work out, but he still did his part. So Brock Purdy, the best quarterback in his draft class. Things didn't work out for, like I said, 3 of the quarterbacks was traded, but Sam Howell, I think, got the raw deal because he did show some talent. I know he took a lot of sacks. That offensive line wasn't that good in Washington. He threw some interceptions and he threw some touchdowns too. It wasn't just a lot, just interceptions. Like I said, he showed a flash of talent there. So I think Sam Howell he'll be okay moving forward. It's not the end, for these quarterbacks. It says it's a weak draft class. I mean, three of the quarterbacks already gone. 2 years is going on year three coming up, and three quarterbacks already found new homes. So that's not really good. That doesn't say good things about this draft class here. But like I said, Brock Purdy saved the day, being the last pick, the last one drafted, but the last one standing far as starting quarterbacks and being relevant, like I said. So man, it's not over. Teams go off and sit behind some guys, and you will learn. Like Kenny Pickett got traded to the Eagles. You go over there and you sit behind Jalen Hurts, because I don't think he's coming out of the lineup no time soon, unless it's due to injury or something like that, bad performance. But Jalen Hurts been on a rise with his numbers and his performance and things like that. So them getting Saquon Barkley, free agency, so that's just going to help him in the offense out even more. So, guys get to sit down and improve their skills on a mental level, get the mental reps and things like that, and get better. Desmond Ridder, with the Falcons, like I said, that situation, Kirk Cousins is now taking over. In free agency, they gave Desmond Ridder the ball, and his performance, he just wasn't up to par, throwing late game interceptions, and just his progressions and not being able to show that he's a NFL quarterback. Same thing with Malik Willis. Skylar Thompson, the jury, I don't know if it's out on him. Like I said, they were in that playoff game that he played in. He played good enough to keep them in it, but not good enough to win it. So not a lot out there on him. Bailey Zappi got his shot, in the Mac Jones situation. Belichick put Mac Jones on a bench, and Zappi came in for a little bit and fizzled out. Got some things to work on himself. It's like all these quarterbacks besides Brock Purdy, he's the one that's been getting better year after year, leading his team to the Super Bowl, and the sky's the limit for him. Was in the MVP conversations and things like that. And so the question is, this the worst quarterback class ever? I don't know. It's not looking too good, especially like I said, going into year three quarterbacks traded. Yeah, that's not good at all. But man, it's you never know. You never know. It's still early, but these years, as you can see, teams move fast. Quarterback is too important of a position to keep going on and on and on with one guy, when there's quarterbacks coming out of college each year, and teams have draft picks each year, and they can make trades and do things like that to move up to get a new quarterback each year. So the leash on quarterbacks these days is very small. It's very slim, very short, and all that. So you have to come in the NFL and hit the ground running. And unfortunately for some of these quarterbacks, a lot of these quarterbacks, most of these quarterbacks, I could say that didn't happen, and Brock Purdy being the only one able to translate his game to the NFL level so far. So we'll just have to see, with the players that found new homes, if a new fresh beginning, a fresh start is what they needed, to jumpstart their career and get their career going in the right path, or maybe that the college was it. You know, they just can't translate to be an NFL quarterback, and that's just the bottom line for a lot of quarterbacks. You've seen it, big name guys, you know, from old days like Ryan Leaf, and you know, you had your Matt Leinarts and guys like that. Man, it just stuff just don't work out. You know, just don't translate, and then that's just what it is. So hopefully these guys can get their career going and prove that this is not the worst quarterback class, but only time will tell, and we will have to see. But Brock Purdy is the one keeping the quarterback class alive, you know. So you can't say the quarterback class is a complete wash when you had a guy who was an MVP consideration, led his team to the Super Bowl, and just been improving each year, you know, improving that he's not Mr. Irrelevant, and he's here to stay. So we'll just have to see what the rest of the guys do in the future. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to get all the new videos. And until next time, I'm out.